I can't help but wonder if John Bolton is regretting what he did in 2019 and 2020. Because, as I guess you probably already heard, the FBI executed a search warrant on his house under the leadership of one Kash Patel, the now FBI director, who basically said that Trump keeping classified documents in his bathroom at Mar-a-Lago was like no big deal. So I know this feels like a super long time ago, but it really wasn't. Back during Trump's first impeachment, remember he's the only president who's been impeached twice, Democrats were desperate to prove that Trump was abusing his power, that he was personally tying military aid to Ukraine to digging up dirt on the Bidens. And Bolton, who was Trump's national security advisor at the time, he knew the truth. He knew that Trump did just that. As an aside, you need to keep this in mind every time that Donald Trump says that Russia would not have invaded Ukraine had Trump won the presidency in 2020. Because Trump and Putin have always been aligned on Ukraine. But let's get back to Bolton. So in 2019 and 2020, during the impeachment inquiry and the hearings, Bolton refused to testify. Instead of stepping up for the Constitution, he just stepped back. He said he'd only talk if the Senate subpoenaed him and that a court forced him to do so. Then, a few months later, John Bolton drops a book deal, which, surprise, surprise, included the details that were relevant to the impeachment inquiry. So in his book, The Room Where It Happened, which was basically centered on the idea that Donald Trump should have been removed from office for abusing his power, John Bolton wrote that, yes, he was guilty. So John Bolton put profit over his country. So fast forward to today, Trump is back in power. One of the very first things that Trump did when he was inaugurated the second time was he stripped the security details of people like John Bolton. And that's even though Iran and other foreign adversaries have made it very clear that they are coming for him. And now Trump's hand-picked FBI director, Kash Patel, has agents raiding Bolton's home. Bolton bet that staying silent during the impeachment, the first impeachment, would protect his career, his access, and his influence. But in Trump's world, loyalty is a one-way street. And Bolton is learning that the hard way. So yeah, John Bolton, he's probably regretting the book sales over testifying when democracy needed him. Because when you don't stand up to fascism, it's coming for you anyway.